Amy Winehouse, and Miley Cyrus. Mark Ronson has become a powerhouse partner in the music industry. The 9-time Grammy winner added a Golden Globe and an Oscar to his trophy cabinet earlier this year, both for his work on the song Shallow, made famous by the blockbuster A Star Is Born. Now Mark Ronson is teaming up with some famous friends for his 5th studio album, Late Night Feelings. Mark, you've described the songs on this new album as sad bangers. What exactly does that mean?
It's, in a nutshell, music that you could either dance to or cry to. So like emotional dance music is like anything that lets you dance through your heartache. And this record that I made is, you know, it came out of a breakup, and that I'm still a DJ, and I still love good bass lines and good drum grooves at heart. So like I wanted it to, you know, have both of those things, the kind of happy and the sad.
There are some incredible female voices on this album. What were you looking for in a collaborator?
I think with this particular album, I was looking for people that kind of were willing to go to that zone a bit, you know, the heartbreak. And, you know, not everybody necessarily was like going through a breakup at the time. And, you know, we all know that accessing that part makes good music. Some of the people are just people I've been huge fans of for years. Miley Cyrus, Alicia Keys, like, then there's new artists like King Princess and Yeba who are just as good as anybody, and like it's so much fun to watch them on their, as they're starting their like journeys. That energy of like somebody who's working on their first record is so excited and so full of ideas, and it's like that excitement is contagious.
Before you release a song like Uptown Funk or Shallow, do you know if it's going to be a hit?
You definitely don't have any idea, because then like we'd be trying to do that formula all the time maybe, but you do know that like there's the extra special ones because you feel it in the room when you're writing it. Even though they're very, very different songs, when we were working on Shallow, it was moody in the studio that night. We were all going through something, and there was like, when she sung that line, like, "Tell me something, boy," like, my hair stood up.
Tell me something, boy.
Uptown Funk was so different because that's a song that came from like pure joy, and like Bruno's on the drums and we're just at a studio in Hollywood, I've got a bass, Jeff's got the keys, and we're just having the best time jamming. And like we wrote the first verse that first night, and then, you know, it took 7 months to finish it because you want the whole thing to give you that same feeling, as that excitement as you did the first night, and sometimes you can't just recreate that.
You've got numerous Grammy Awards, a Golden Globe, and earlier this year you got the Oscar. How did it feel to win that accolade?
It's just the most bizarre thing, because I'm not very good at like taking compliments or accepting any measure of success. That's who I am. But like to have an Oscar, which is just like so far removed from, like, you know, the Grammy is the epitome for you make music, like you work your whole life to hope you get a Grammy, and then to get an Oscar is like, it literally sits in the shelf in my TV room, and I'm just like watching Netflix sometimes, I look and I just be like, oh, yeah. How'd you get my house? Like,
is there anyone you're eager to work with in the future?
Of course, there's so many exciting artists and people around that I get turned on by, but like the idea of like meeting new people, you know, the way I met Amy Winehouse or something, like that's kind of more exciting to me. It's like just the discovery process of finding that next person.
Late Night Feelings is available now. Samantha Dawson, Sky News.